Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing well on this rise. This Victoria Shakoor, your intuitive guide known as One Conscious Creator on social media. Thank you for joining me at this time. I appreciate it. So there's been a lot of downloads, you guys. A lot of downloads that's been coming at me. A lot of dreams that I've been having, which an old spiritual guru of mine's, not old in age, but back in the past, told me that these dreams that you have that you remember, like they're very vivid and you remember them, are actually recordings and that they actually happened. So, for lack of a better word, I'll say dreams though. Been getting a lot of messages in dreams and things like that, and I haven't quite been able to interpret them. It is nice where I am right now. Today it's like 43 degrees outside. And what's making it nice is that the wind is not blowing so hard today. The sun is out, it's blue skies. It's a little bit crisp, but it feels good. So I just want to make this video. I haven't made a video in a while because I've just been getting a lot of just been so much I want to share with you guys. You know how you have so much on your mind, and it's like, where do I start? How do I begin? You know, what do I talk about? It's been like that. And so I want to come on here and do this video because I want to talk about, you know, a lot of you, you know, my expertise is those of us that have experienced child abuse or some type of trauma in our lives growing up. And what happens is when, as a child, when you experience abuse or if you witness abuse, that's traumatizing. And there's different ways to be traumatized. You can look at my old videos, and I laid out in one of my videos some of the different ways a child could be traumatized, and not personally, but even just witnessing something is traumatizing, you know. Something as simple as a teacher, you know, in a classroom when you ask a question and the teacher embarrasses you. That's a form of being traumatized. Or growing up in poverty can be a form of traumatization. So when a child experiences that, what happens is they make things up in their minds about themselves. They may say, I'm not good enough. I need permission. If they grew up in a household where they didn't feel safe, they may grow up being the protector. They just have this thing about protecting everybody, you see. And so things get made up in the minds of that child, and then those things play out in the adulthood when these things have not been dealt with. And it's not that you deal with them re-traumatizing yourself, meaning that a lot of modalities will say, well, you need to face it and you need to go back and look at it again, and you look at it, listen. That's not where I come from, because I understand that you've already faced it. You've already dealt with it. You know what it looks like. You know what it feels like. You know what it sounds like already, because you've experienced it or you've witnessed it. So you've experienced it still in some way, form, or fashion. And so when you go back, when you're told you need to go back and experience it again and you need to face it, you're re-traumatizing yourself again. And this can go on and on and on and on. It can go on and on and on until you realize that, okay, I experienced that. What did I learn from it? Because as I always tell you, that you are a divine being, and you came here to experimenting with what you already know. So what did you learn from that? Because everything is learning. Everything is data for source. Yeah. What did I get out of that? And everything has levels to what you learned. Everything has levels to what you learn. So you can say, well, I learned that I'm not worthy of love. That's the story you made up. So I may ask you, is that true? Now you've got to go deeper with it. You got to think about it. Is that true? You may have made up that the world is scary and it's unsafe. Is that true? Anything in your mind that you're coming up with, I want you to ask yourself, is that true? Is that really true? Like really go within and ask yourself, is that true? What you're going to find is that no, it's not. It's not true. It's something you made up. You made up the story. You got a whole story behind it. A whole story. And sometimes we need help to pull out what that story is, because a lot of times we don't know it. It's locked into the subconscious mind. So I have to take you into that even higher conscious that no one talks about, which is your superconscious. Once we do that, we can see the full story that you made up as a child. Sometimes the trauma can come through the DNA. It may not even be your trauma. It may be your dad's. It could be your mom's. So we have to go up from the subconscious to the superconscious, see what that story is. Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to do the work. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I do. Is help you do the work. Because it don't take years. Listen to me. It doesn't take years to heal because you're not fixing anything. When you bring up certain things and you're like, you need to fix that about yourself, you know, you're so emotional or you're quick to anger. All those things have a base, you know. For example, you're triggered easily. Somebody says something trigger you. Why did that trigger you? So a lot of times we have a story behind those things, but we forgot what the story was, just like we forgot why we came here. It happens in real time as well while you're here. So the process that I take you through to unlock that is so that we can see it and go, oh yeah, okay, and move to the next step. Not go back and experience it again, all over again. We just need to know where that came from, why you're triggered, why you feel unworthy, why you're feeling stuck, what's causing it, whose is it? Is it yours or someone else's? Okay, now we discovered what it is, whose it is. What's the next step? So we move to the next step. And then once we recognize that step and we do some things, right? And then we move to the next step. Until we get you to that person that you're seeing in the future right now. Because the trick to happiness is being happy right now, but you have to be in the right structure. And those of you who are feeling stuck who are easily triggered, easily angry. You're walking around angry. You're walking around fearful. Fear is very strong. Shoot, I forgot my thought. But you're walking around with these things. It's because you're not in the right structure. That's what I wanted to say. You're not in the right structure for your life. And so you're wondering what's going on. Why I keep meeting this type of person, but I want this type. And I know deep down inside I deserve that person, not this one. But I keep attracting this one. See? It's something playing in your subconscious that is causing you, oh, dang, I dropped my phone. I don't have my stick with me. That's causing you to attract that particular type of person. And you can't figure it out. All right? And that's where somebody like me comes in and just guides you. Guide you to pull it out of yourself, not do it for you, but guide you to pull it out of yourself. Because it's you, baby. It's all about you. You're this shit. You are. You're more powerful than you ever know. I've been shown this in my dreams. The other night, I dreamt. I should make that another video. Let me see. I'm 11 minutes in. So I'll go ahead. I dreamt that I was with somebody in my dream. Now, my dreams, I'm always with someone, and someone is always teaching me and telling me things. And then when I wake up, I don't remember, or I just remember bits of it. This dream went on quite a while, and I was with someone that was showing me and explaining to me the origin of our universe and who we are and why we're here. This stuff, a lot of things that I say, you guys, it's not from a book. And I read a lot of books, not every book, but I read a lot of books. And some of this is not from books. It's just, I don't even know if you can get it out of a book, because I don't even know if it's something that can be explained sometimes, you know? But in the dream, I'm with this person and we're going around and we are inside of it looked like the origin of our universe, and they were explaining to me this is where you come from. Those of you who have attended my 3-day workshop, you know, when I take you to the superconscious in that field and I take you with me, it's that field. And I actually was able to, because I'm able to connect in it and be in it, in this recording or dream, I was able to actually physically see it for what it really, really, really looked like. And I was right on point when I do my 3-day workshops and I go there. When my conscious goes there in order to help you guys, I went deeper in this dream, even deeper, as to what it looks like and what it is. And it's indescribable. So I can't even describe it, but it was like affirming what I've been saying. And also, I was told from my students, like, this is something that I need to explain more in depth. So I will be going into that more in depth because I'll be meditating more on that. These dreams have been really something else. They really have been something else. I want to do this video because I want you to know that you don't have to keep revisiting your traumas or your pain or your hurt or anything like that. Listen, you are a divine being. When you get into the right structure, well, let me say this. The thing is to be that future person now. You might say, well, Victoria, I don't have any money, or I'm not in a relationship that I want to be in, or whatever the case may be. Go within, visualize yourself, whatever that may be. Just go in and visualize it. But I want you to pay attention to how that will feel. How that will feel. Because people tell you everything is mental. The mind is mental. It's true. It's true. They never tell you the feeling part. What makes you a powerful physical being is your energy and motion, your emotions. Yeah. It's also recognizing that everything has a duality. You had to have the duality to be in this dimension. So when in this dream I was shown like the duality and the purpose of each of those, and the purpose of the dualities, the emotions. So, because everything has its opposite, right? And everything has its, you have cause and effect, right? So, in order for Source to be able to experience all aspects of knowing, you being a part of that, all of these things must be experienced in different levels and in different ways. I know. I'm not going to go real deep with it right now. But I was nudged to tell you guys that what you experience, no matter how harsh it may seem, no matter how in depth it was an experiment. And the more you keep asking yourself why it happened to you, the more you re-traumatize yourself with it. Okay? So think about what did you get out of it? There was a superpower that was deep within you that came forth, even if it's not fully. I want you to start being aware of that and recognize what that was or what that is. Okay? A lot of you have special gifts, and sometimes those traumas bring forth those gifts. For example, a child that grew up in a chaotic family is very organized. That's your gift. You know how to organize things. You know how to structure things. You see? So this is what I want you to focus on. Do your best to focus on that. And what else I need to say to you guys? Be that future person now. It's all about being. That's why we're called beings. It's being whatever it is that you see yourself being. Don't say, well, once I make this much money, then I'll be happy. Be happy now. And there's reasons for you to be happy now. Even if you have a dis-ease, there are aspects of your body that is healthy. Focus on that. Focus on that. When you start focusing on the aspects of you that is healthy, that is creative, your ideas, and you start moving towards that, you'll start to realize that a lot of those things will just go away. A lot of those, a lot of the pain that you still re-traumatizing yourself with that you're feeling will just start to dissolve. It will go away because you no longer focus on that. You know how they say you bring forth more to you what you focus on. Energy goes where you focus on, right? Where your energy goes, where your energy flows. What is it that you want? And that's all you need. You need to just tweak that. What is? Stop thinking about what happened to you, what you don't want. You know. And I ask people, what do you want? They start telling me what they don't want. What do you want? What does it look like? Should that happen? What does it look like? More importantly, what does it feel like? You focus on that and you bring those feelings. You'll see. You start to see. You actually start becoming you start becoming that person in your future. You don't believe me? Just go ahead and do it. I don't say try. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and attempt it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Right, so I'm going to go off here. And hugs. Thank you so much for listening to this. My channel is brand new, so I appreciate the likes and the subscribers because I'm going to be coming on here more often. I haven't been consistent as I like to be, and it's because I do work, and also it's just been so much that I've just been like, I've been like, what? Like, where do I even start with this? So I got notes and stuff at home that I have to write down so I'll be cohesive and stay on point. My right eye is watering. It's a little breeze and it's starting to get chilly, so I'm gonna go. And I will see you guys next time, okay?